Parliament. If approved, then he gets the appointment. Now, failure to adhere to the Global Fund specifications on the type of treated mosquito nets, delay in tendering process, and pagination of the tendering document might have sunk KEMSA top bosses and health PS Josephine Mboro in the 3.7 billion shilling scandal. And as Brenda Zeda Radido now reports, despite KEMSA boss requesting for an extension of the tendering process to rectify errors which had been noted by the donor, KEMSA still went ahead and gave out the tender to an unqualified bidder.
The 10 million mosquito nets were meant to benefit millions of families in the worst heat malaria endemic counties. Irregularities in handling the tendering process by KEMSA has made the country lose the billions of shillings which could have seen a local manufacturer get the tender of supplying mosquito nets to Kenyans. Failure to follow simple procurement regulations by KEMSA has seen the CEO Terry Ramadhan, Chair Daniel Rono, Acting Procurement Manager and others suspended, while Health PS Josephine Mboro sacked.
I do not want to call it a scandal. I want to call it a highlight of an irregularity. Yes, that is how I would want to refer to it. That a process was going on. And as part of the process, we are required that after we have finished with a tender evaluation for a global funded project, we give the feedback to them. We give a report to them. Then we seek their concurrence. They can either concur or not concur with reasons. So in this case, they did not concur with what had been done at KEMSA, and they gave their reasons for not concurring. There were differences between how the tenders were evaluated.
KEMSA has been faulted by the Global Fund of failing to adhere to the specifications of the mosquito nets, delay in tendering process, and pagination of the tendering document. Errors that were also noted by Health PS Josephine Mboro in her letter to KEMSA CEO Terry Ramadhan on the 21st February 2023, asking her to have the errors rectified and fast-track the procurement process to ensure timely delivery and distribution of the nets. Ramadhan would later write a letter to Global Fund Coordinator, Global Fund Principal Recipient, and the National Treasury, requesting for a re-extension of closing date for the tendering process to allow room for clarifications, modification of tender, and submission on the same. A request that to be accepted by global funds, but with conditions that KEMSA follows the specific tendering details which it had issued. Despite the extension being granted, KEMSA's tendering document only specified light blue color for the long-lasting mosquito nets. Against the procurement request, 3 colors of the nets. The donor wanted the bidder to provide light blue, white, and light green mosquito nets in color. At the same time, KEMSA did not provide WHO useful links to give bidders and a technical evaluation committee on the quality of mosquito nets as per WHO pesticide evaluation scheme. The table of contents of the tender document was also put in a manner which was not easier for bidders to identify key information and tender forms in the package. Also, there was a mixture in pagination. KEMSA is also accused of delaying the tendering process to rectify the errors, forcing the Kenyan government to lose 3.7 billion shillings for procuring the nets to Wamba.org. Wamba.org is expected to procure and distribute the mosquito nets on behalf of the Kenyan government, which would have been worn by a local manufacturer. Brenda Zeda Radido, KTN News.
Thank you, Brenda. Meanwhile, Azimio leader Raila Odinga warns Health Cabinet Secretary Susan Nakumicha and all the principal secretaries of the ministry